Howdy, y'all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and I have never hid the fact that I like Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill, as far as, Hollywood entertainment people can go, he seems to be genuine. I'm going to put that out there. He seems to be genuine because of the way he behaves. He doesn't trash the fans. He actually talks to the fans. He respects the fans of the franchises he's involved in, and he shows interest in things outside of what he's working on to show that he has the nerd geek interests that all of us do. So whenever we hear him talk about franchises he wants to be involved in, I take that as, again, use the word, a genuine enthusiasm and a genuine appreciation. He's not just doing Hollywood speak. He's not somebody who just went and read a wikia or went and read a wiki to familiarize themselves with the content. No, he's a guy who genuinely appreciates geek and nerd culture because he's a part of it. I mean, he just seems to be genuine. That's why we like Henry Cavill, because of the respect and the genuine nature of his behavior. Now, you guys know that I am a huge Mass Effect fan. I love the Mass Effect trilogy. I was really late to the party. I came to full blown appreciation in 2016 when I was back from China, recuperating from my experience with Chinese viruses. And I was down for a year, so I was playing just about anything. And I picked up Mass Effect on the PlayStation Store, Mass Effect trilogy, mind you, for $3.99. Basically $4. I got it all. And then, of course, I bought DLC and extra things along the way. But I picked up it and I fully fell in love with it. I tried playing it a decade before, really didn't catch my attention. But this time I went full in and I fell in love with the series and I played it over and over and over again that year. And I've played it over and over and over again since. And you can check out my reviews and my playthroughs of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where I prove that the game is a beautiful, lovingly remastered edition. That being said, I am not excited to see news of a possible Mass Effect show at Amazon. Or was it Netflix? I think it's Amazon. We'll see here in a minute. I'm not excited. I am not a blind stan. I am not so desperate to see something I love put into screen. I have it all. I have all I need from the video games. That's all I need. I don't need any more. I don't need to see a TV show or a movie. So I'm not excited, especially in this era of poor adaptations, poor casting choices, bad acting, and horrible storytelling choices, usually linked to left-wing Marxist SJW identity politics, woke, intersectional feminist agendas. It's a mouthful now, isn't it? It really is. Since that's the kind of stuff that's what usually happens to the things we love these days, I don't want it touched. But it seems it's going ahead. And Henry Cavill is, of course, interested because he's a Mass Effect fan as well. He loves it. But this is again why we love Henry Cavill on this channel. Henry Cavill speaks truth. When asked about joining Mass Effect TV series or anything, he makes this comment here, speaking to Games Radar. And once again, guys, we are on Bounding Into Comics. Bounding Into Comics, naysayers are coming out about Bounding Into Comics, specifically at me. Bounding Into Comics, one of the most down-to-earth, straightforward, honest pop culture websites you will find out there. They don't mince words. They give you the facts. They let you make decisions on your own. Bounding Into Comics is a solid resource, and I recommend checking it out as I check it out on a daily basis. Henry Cavill said to Games Radar during his Witcher 2 promotional stuff, asked if he wanted to be involved in the Mass Effect TV series. Very much so, yeah. Cavill stated with a caveat, all depending on how they're executing it. Oh, what an interesting choice of words, Mr. Cavill. The world adaptation can be heavy or light. When I like a product, I prefer the adaptation to be less changed from the source material. Well, source material. So it all depends. And talking about, or the Mass Effect show is it's okay, it is Amazon. I was right, it is Amazon. Look at that line right there. Adaptation prefers adaptations to be less changed from the source. And I'm going to add material just to be clear. And I bring that up because what is the hottest topic in this area that I talk about right now, as far as my channel goes? Wheel of Time. Amazon's Wheel of Time, and how it has completely broken away from the spirit and the faith of the source material that is Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time. One of the favorite Stan and SJW tactics when talking about adaptation, saying it can't be a 1-for-1. You can't expect books to be translated perfectly to the screen. They have to make they have to make changes. They have to do this. They have to do that. And then, of course, you get the Hollywood entertainment speaker saying, "Oh, we have to do this in order for it to be relatable to the audience." In translation, we have to make it dumbed down because we think the normies are stupid, so that they can actually understand what's going on. To me, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, and Henry Cavill proves my point. Believing that you cannot have as close to a 1-to-1 adaptation as possible, and I understand a 1-to-1 is never completely possible, but you can get into 90th percentile as far as I'm concerned, or high 80s, mid to high 80s. Not having as close to a proper source accurate adaptation as possible, believing that you can't do that, that is an archaic way of thinking. That is an archaic way of thinking, rooted in the belief that audiences are not hip, audiences are stupid, that we need to be spoon-fed these things, that we need to be shown how wrong we are in loving what we love, that it needs to be changed. And it's also always an excuse for showrunners and directors to put their vision out there of something that is already beloved and has already been created by an actual creative artist who first wrote it in the first place, or or a group who put it out there, like a video game like Mass Effect, a group that put it out there in the first place, that is beholden, that is loved, that is a timeless classic. Things are timeless for a reason. They don't need to be changed, modernized for audiences. So Henry Cavill proves my point that there is a stream of sane thought out there that, I don't know, maybe we should actually just tell their stories as they were without drastic changes. The Wheel of Time on Amazon is proof of what happens when you change something drastically. Look at other adaptations. Look at the Shannara show that was on MTV. That was abominable. Look at the Sword of Truth adaptation a decade ago. That was horrible. It broke within the first episode. It broke away and it was ruined for future stuff. Right now, I believe I just read yesterday, the Halo TV series will not be based on the source material. They're calling it the Silver Timeline. The Silver Timeline. So Halo fans, they were already disturbed by the trailer with all the women present. Now you're being told it's not going to tell the story you know and love from the Halo video games. You're going to get something completely different. I don't understand. Actually, no, I take that back. I do understand. These are lesser creative people trying to pretend to be creative, trying to pretend to tell a better version of something that's already damn near perfect in many cases, because it's beloved by thousands, hundreds of thousands, dare I say sometimes millions upon millions of fans. And if you, I don't know, tell the story that they love, they will come. and then they will spread the good word, and more people will come, and then you'll have a success. It's not a hard equation, but it's not a hard equation for a normal thinking person, but I guess it is hard for people who don't understand creativity, who only want to stuff agenda into their narratives and force feed us their propaganda. Now, Henry Cavill goes on to talk about how he also would love to be involved with Warhammer 40K stuff. I mean, he's a Warhammer 40K guy too. I mean, I was a Warhammer fantasy guy, not a 40K guy, but I mean, he would love to be a part of that too. So it's just this just proves that Cavill is a fan. He is a fan first of stuff, and therefore he shows that he shows the mentality of an actual fan. We just want to see our stories. We don't want you to change them. You don't need to change them drastically. Just give us what we asked for, and we will be happy, and we won't bitch and moan.
Here endeth the lesson.
All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be appreciated. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Odyssey. I'm here to give you my straightforward takes, not here to be everybody's friend. I'm here to be honest with you. Tell you what I'm thinking based on facts and logic. And from that point forward, earn your trust and support. Hit the notification button. If you like what I'm preaching, then please share my videos around. And please comment. Comment is one of the best things you can do. Even if you disagree with me, that is just fine, because different opinions are allowed. And most of the time, normal people can find common ground when they have a different opinion. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who get both barrels. I don't care what you think. I will never care what you think, despite your constant pushing to vomit all over the place and spurg at me. You're cowards behind keyboards. And if we don't really pay attention to you, you have no power. So thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, just email me. It's purely for this channel. I will not miss your communication. Check me out at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS. Join me in conversations there, among many others. And I'm now on Odyssey @The Renaissance Nerd. Follow me there as well. Help us keep fighting to return escapism to entertainment. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.